What's up, y'all? Today I'm here with Chris Taco Padilla. Welcome to the Prospectrix interview. How are you doing?
I'm chilling, brother. Just we're watching some Vince Staples show with my nephew right now, so just watching some Netflix, relaxing,
Oh,
eating
I
some
watched that
goodies.
show. That's
Fire,
tough.
huh?
Yeah, I wish they made another season. That's like really funny. Okay, so first off, congrats on the big TKO win this weekend. It was just a couple of days ago. How are you feeling after such a win?
Shit, bro. I'm sore as hell. I got a few things. My foot hurts from kicking the hell out of them. But I'm good, bro. It's something I knew I could do. It's something I knew I would do. So, uh, I'm excited, bro. I just can't wait to see what the future holds for me next in the upper echelon of the UFC.
Yeah, watching it, I was like, wow, it was such a good performance. I'm I'm as pissed as everyone else that you didn't get a performance bonus. And after the fight, you're 4-0 now. People are starting to see you as one of the top prospects in the lightweight scene. How do you handle that attention?
You know what, bro? The way I see it is, um, most people didn't really like me before, so I don't really care if they like me now. I do it for all the people that literally for my first UFC fight or for my first shit when I started fighting. I do it for those people. So that those are the people that really matter to me, and those people like me for who I am. So they wouldn't want me to change. They wouldn't want me to do anything different. So it's easy for me to, I guess, live by those standards because I'm just Taco, and they love that about me. So it's real easy.
Yeah. So, what do you think separates you from those other up and coming fighters in your division?
You know what? I won't know until I cross blades with them, man. That's how I like to look at it. I don't really like to assume. I don't really like to just say something. I only will know once we do battle and once I see you in front of me. Because there's a lot of guys who show good, well-rounded skills. They show good ability to adjust to their opponent. But I think and this is no shot at Bonfim, but I think Bonfim was actually a very basic opponent, and I feel like everyone
Mm.
he's beat was pretty basic, and even some of the guys who beat him, they didn't really do anything that really impressed me. They again, they just kind of be a basic opponent. I'm gonna swing hard. He has decent boxing timing, but if you're a boxer in MMA, eventually you're gonna get eaten because we're MMA fighters, not boxers.
Mm. So, how has it been financially since joining the UFC? When fans invest their attention or support into you, like, what do you want them to believe they're investing in?
It's been good, bro. I think the UFC's obviously changed my life, bro. I'm in my apartment right now. I couldn't afford an apartment before I got to the UFC. Everything was really expensive. Life is as tough as it. It's tough for everybody. I wouldn't even say it's just tough for me. Um, but it's changed my life. It's just I know there's still so much more that I have to do. There's still so much more that I need to accomplish before I can say like, man, I'm in a comfortable position. So, uh, yeah, I would say I'm good, grateful, but just I still so much more to conquer, and I'm thankful for all the fans who hear my story and resonate with me, the fans who appreciate me for just me, So I think when the fans look at me, just know you're looking at a hardworking guy who's always trying to get better, who's always, and not just as a fighter, but as a person too. So that's what you're gonna get with me, somebody who's just always trying to grow with life.
Yeah. So, you're talking about still having that hunger. What has been the hardest lesson that you've learned as being a professional fighter?
The hardest lesson is, I would say, how to go with the flow of life. I think that's that's uh, that's always the hardest thing because it's life is full of wins and losses, and in
Mhm.
fighting, I'm not sure how many street fights you've ever been to or competitive competition fights you've been into, but you don't want to ever lose because it feels like there's a sense of loss, or it feels like you lose a piece of yourself when you lose a fight. So you have to learn to rebuild yourself, and losing and fighting has taught me how to lose in real life and vice versa. Like, okay, so this is what loss feels like in fighting. This same feeling of loss, it feels like that in regular life when shit don't go my way outside the cage. So that was a tough lesson, but now I use that lesson as a way to defeat my opponents.
Hmm. How was it when you were fighting for Up Next Fighting?
It was great, bro. I had a lot of fun. Up next, bro, like outside the UFC, they have some of the top media promotion that I would say from any other promotion I've ever fought with. Just because all the interviews, all the promotional tactics to push fighters. As a local fighter, bro, the biggest thing is marketing. No one understand how to market yourself is complicated. Like, especially if, like for me, I didn't grow up in a home where we knew marketing. I didn't have any business savants around me. I didn't know any of that. It was just like, okay, I just get on Facebook and I just post that, and I just tell people buy tickets, uh, and that's one way to do it. But if you just see a picture of me with my fist up and I look super weird, awkward, the editing's bad, uh, well, you that's what you're gonna get. But then when up next, they'll give you an interview. They'll ask you quirky questions. They'll ask you about personal things. Like they'll give your fans something to understand about you. The editing is good when they make posters of you. So it's like when you put all that out there, now you're actually building your character, your fan base, your identity online. So like that, they put a lot of money in promoting their fighters, and that right there is life changing, bro. Because I think with them, that's probably the most tickets I've ever sold with a local promotion. Interview, uh, 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 videos, media. I'm like, damn, bro. I feel like I'm in a UFC fight week with this much media they're making me do. And that they almost prepared me to go to the UFC.
So, if we look ahead a few years, where do you see Chris Taco Padilla in the fight world?
As number one, man, I'm a B champion and I'm gonna be an active champion. I want to just fight. I don't see my legacy as undefeated. Like that's not like I know I'm 4-0 in the UFC. I'm 4-0 because I like to win fights. I'm not 4-0 because I'm worried about losing. Like I know eventually I'm gonna lose a fight in the UFC, but as long as I could just keep fighting shit, lose one, come back, win three, lose two, come back, win five more. Like that's where I see myself in the UFC. I don't see myself as undefeated. I just see myself as a guy like uh, that is willing to fight, make money, win the belt, lose the belt, come back, win the belt, defend the belt a bunch of times. Like I'm that guy. Uh, I'm not there to be perfect. I'm there to get into hard fights and entertain the people and show you guys what real martial arts look like.
Outside of fighting, what keeps you grounded? Family, hobbies, community, anything else?
A little bit of everything, man. I mentioned it earlier. I'm just Taco, man. That's my number one personality. Me, like just for who I am. I like to fight, train, eat good food, watch anime, watch scary stuff. Like I keep my. That's what's my taste. I don't deviate from those things. So when someone's like, "Hey, you want to go to a party and get into some," no, like there's nothing there. Like now, if you tell me that party has really delicious food, we can sit down, watch anime, smoke, chill, hang out. I will be there. But for the most part, I know where I belong and I know where I don't belong. So that's one thing that really keeps me grounded to what I like. My family, me wanting to create a life for them helps me go. You know what? Do I really need to take this money and go buy a brand new car, or should I take this money, put it away, and focus on the future for not just my kids, my brother's kids, great grandkids, kids. You know, my cousins, my nephews, those people, bro. I always think about my legacy long term. So uh, I don't want my legacy to be the guy who made it and that did something really stupid. You know.
So at UNF 28, I ran into you wearing a Pochita hat. So how long have you been watching anime, and why is that such a big interest to you?
Bro, I've been watching anime since probably like 6 years old. Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, Digimon, Cubics. Bro, I can just go on and on and on. Uh, I think what made anime resonate with me so much is that like when I was growing up, like my dad, he was there, but he was dealing with alcoholism. That was a mental struggle he had his whole life. You know, your dad is kind of like the person that really sends you on this manhood journey, like how to be a man, what those things look like. And because my dad was dealing with that, my mom had to focus on like survival of the family. So my mom wasn't able to really guide me anywhere. She was just like, I gotta make money. I gotta make sure you guys can eat this. There was no bigger imagination. So anime really put into my heart that like, hey, if you want to be Hokage, you have to work hard. You have
Mm,
to you have to find drive. You have to do these things. That's the only way to do it. So like seeing how this character, who again, if you're familiar with Naruto, that
of
was his
course.
right. That was his
Yeah.
dream, and Naruto was like just some kid without a mom and dad, and he had to find out how to be a man the hard way. And that's how I always saw myself. Like I have to go out into the world, and I have to learn to lose before I can win. You know,
Mm,
and anime always stuck in my heart, and it always pushed me to just be a dreamer, man. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, you're gonna take an L, but you can do it. And that right there, bro, gave me all the motivation I needed to just go out there and do it.
yeah. A lot of people don't realize like how much those shonen MCs will like motivate you. Like
Hey,
I'm episode 800 in One Piece right now. I'm rushing through, and Luffy, like, he just big motivation. Big
yep.
motivation. Yeah.
Find your One Piece, bro. That's all life is. Can you find your One Piece? And when you find it, you're gonna laugh, bro. I laugh all the time about being in the UFC because this is like something I chased in my whole life, and now that I'm here, it's just like it's like there is no. It's like a philosophy thing. Like there really a One Piece? You know what I'm saying? Like what is that? Is it a gold coin that's this big? Is it this or that, or is it like all the fun and enjoyment that you've just of accumulated into this one person? You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that's just my conspiracy at the end of One Piece. Is it one piece of coin, or is it one person, one piece? You know. So
Yeah.
and I'm finding my One Piece. I'm on my way to become Hokage. Like I said, I watch all tons of animes right there. The Pochita hat. I'm a giant Chainsaw Man fan, bro. Like
Mm.
I love Chainsaw Man because same thing. I know that feeling of like you don't want anything extravagant. You just want the like you want sometimes the basic necessities of life is extravagance for some people, you know. And I really stand by that idea. And obviously Chainsaw Man, I cut shit up.
How important is mental toughness in your success compared to physical skill?
I would say it's all of it. I don't. Obviously, if when you look at my skills only been accumulated because of my mental toughness. Like, I'm not like naturally fast, naturally anything in my opinion. Everything I've gotten has been the hard way. Like, learning how to strike, learning how to grapple, all that's just been extremely hard, bro. And there's been a lot of times where it just felt like, man, I can't get it. It's just I'm not getting it. I don't understand. So I would say I've had a lot more dark days than light days. But my light days stand out most because I deal with those dark days. You know, I chalk them up as this is a part of the mission. This dark day is the reason I'm gonna get to the light. So uh, I would say mental toughness is my key weapon. My ability to remain calm under stressing situations uh, where most people will fall apart. Most people get emotion. I don't need that, you know. All I need is that's it, and I'm good.
So you were just talking about a little bit of your childhood. Growing up, what was life like before finding MMA? Did you always see yourself becoming a fighter, or did something specific spark that path?
Life was cool, bro. It was cool in the way of like I just saw a lot of wild shit growing up. Uh, but for some reason, I just always thought of it like, does this happen to everybody? Type of thought. Like it just seemed abnormally normal. I don't know how to say it besides that. Like I just felt like, man, this is bad. Why is this happening to me? But then I just thought like, man, maybe this is just life. You feel me? So like it was that. But then when I found MMA, it kind of just went from almost being lost to like, oh, I have something for real. Like it felt the most consistent thing in my life besides my mom. Like shit, it was everything, man. The moment I found it, I was like, I know who I am. I know what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, and I don't care about anything else. Nothing else matters. That's like one of my favorite songs by Metallica. Like, I don't think about anything else, bro, besides being number one. So no one else has to struggle. So, uh, yeah, just finding MMA, watching it. I caught one on Spike TV, and ever since I caught that fight on Spike TV, I was stuck. And then I was like 12 years oldish, and I started when I was 13, so I never went back after that.
Who or what had the biggest influence on your journey early on? Was it your family, a coach, or maybe another fighter that you looked up to?
I would have to say fighters, bro. One time, like my coach, like when I met my coach was a mean guy, which I like for me as a kid, I'm obviously I'm immature, I'm a kid, so like I show up to the gym, I'm bubbly, happy, like man, I've been waiting all day. I had to go to school. Now I'm finally here at the gym, and then like my coach, obviously a grown man in his late 30s, 40s, so he's already dealt with the brunt of life. So he was just like doing it more as this is how I make money. But then eventually, like as my coach got to know me, he eventually we became like best friends. He always tells me like shout out to Mark, man. He's one of the greatest coaches ever. He told me, man, once he met us, we made him the happiest he's ever been in his entire life. And that was life changing for me because I always imagined like, man, Mark probably is, decent, happy, but he said, man, he's been miserable for a good amount of his life, and he finally found it with us when we started my amateur career and pro career. I went 6-0, no 7-0 as amateur and 7-0 as a pro with him, and it was great times, man. So I would say him, and just fighters in general, bro. Chuck Liddell, Tito, Randy, uh, John Jones, Rashad Evans, Rampage Jackson, Patrick O'Tay, Anderson Silva, fucking George St. Pierre, Nick Diaz, Nate Diaz, BJ Penn. Like, I can go on and on and on about all the legends that, like, everything you see today, bro, is literally just hours and hours of film, I can reference so many fights from the old days to the current days, man. That's all my style and my skill.
So every fighter has had that moment where they realize, like, I can really do this. When was that for you?
Early on when I was a kid, but then when I failed and I kept failing, I was like, man, maybe I can't do this. But when I met my coach Chris Cully, we were on the same wavelength, man. We were, it was like we were both in a weird place in our life where like, I wouldn't say stagnant, but I would say what does up look like, what does down look like, like that's kind of how we were both. We kind of both met each other. He was in the corner of the guy I just lost to by split decision, but it was like controversial and everything. They gave the guy the mic at the end of the fight, and he was like, I thought I lost the fight. So like the thing is, it doesn't matter because when you lose, if your opponent says, "Hey, I think I lost," the judges don't go back and change it. And when you lose outside the UFC, bro, you got to almost win 5 more times. For every one loss, you almost got to get 5 back just to make it look like you never lost, you know? So, yeah, when I met my coach Chris, we just clicked, man. We just were both on the same mission. We both looked at each other and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna put all this work in. You ready to put all this work in? Yep. You ready to murder shit? Yep. I'm ready to murder shit. Yep." Then that's where we stand in this place. We both ready to murder shit. So we just turned that on, bro, and after that we never went back. And we just been murdering shit since then.
I would say you're still early in your pro career. How do you balance staying patient with wanting to climb fast?
I take it every day at a time, man. I'm not uh I feel like I don't run the race. You know what I'm saying? The race just runs, bro, and I just keep moving forward. I don't need I don't chase anything. I'm not chasing anybody. Uh, when that name signs up on that contract, I'm ready automatically. I don't like, man, this is too fast, or oh man, this is too slow. Nope, it comes to me right when it comes to me. People thought the Bonfim fight was fast because he's already lost to good guys, Benoit and Sadikov. You know, they thought this might have been the one, but mm-mm. I'm ready for whoever signs up. I'm ready to surpass them. So that's how I do it. But I just take it one day at a time. I have a lot of guys that I want to fight, but I'm gonna fight who I fight. You know?
How would you say you define success? Like we were talking about, like your One Piece. Is it a belt, a certain platform, or is it something deeper?
Once my family's good, bro. Once my family's good, I'm successful. Everything else is just bonus rounds for me. You know? Uh, there are a lot of things happening in life that I felt like I wasn't supposed to be here, but I'm here, you know? So I'm not that's all I care about. That's like I'm not worried about the belt right now. I'm not worried about fighting Conor McGregor. I'm not worried about none of that, man. I'm worried about my family first. Once they are good, I can sweep the rest of this shit out, bro. Like I respect everybody in the top 15, top 20, top 10, top 5, top everything. But once I can get them into a place, I'm ready to really attack, bro. Like I think everything you see now is still light work compared to what I can do.
What's something fans don't see behind the scenes about your grind or your lifestyle?
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I like to post. That's when I do post, bro. That's what I post. I like to let the fans know, the kids know, the up and coming fighters know, my ops know, all of them. I like to let them know I'm working. When you're sleeping, I'm working. When you're eating lunch, I'm working. When you're working, I'm working. There is no time I'm not working. My training, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, bro. I get up. I'm running around 5 o'clock. Once I'm done my run, I'm doing Muay Thai till 9. Then I drive down to the gym, and then I'm training from like 10:30 to about 1 o'clock, and then and then right there I have a little small gap to relax, and then I'm training from about 6 o'clock to about 9 o'clock.
All
There's
day.
no, yep, there's nothing glamorous about it. There's nothing I'm not anywhere being cool, being fancy. I'm not having expensive dinners, going to expensive parties. I'm not doing none of that. I'm literally just training all the time. I always tell people this apartment I'm living in, bro, sometimes I forget it's my apartment because it's like I'm living out of my car. If I get a break, I get to take a break in my car, fall asleep in my car, get up and go get right back to work. So, uh, 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 friends, family, everybody, uh, everybody watching, man, everybody who's going to watch, just remember if you want this, bro, like if you want to be like a party guy fighter, who wins some fights, lose some fights, all those and all that, there's a different path. There's a million paths to take, but if you want to be on my path is going to fucking suck a lot of the time. But when you step in front of that camera, the millions of fans watching all over the world, you'll understand why I took my path.
How do you balance confidence and humility as your career is growing?
The way I like to think about it, I like to think about, bro, God didn't, I wasn't born with confidence. I was born with heart. And I think that those traits are things you can build, but those are traits you're just naturally have. Like I know people with extreme confidence but no heart, which I don't know how that works, but it works for some people. Well, I was born the opposite. I didn't have confidence. I still barely have confidence. You know what I'm saying? But I know my heart's beating every day, bro, beating hard, beating strong. So that's what I rely on. I don't need confidence. Confidence it can be for those people. Uh, uh, I work hard. That's how I like to carry myself. Uh, I don't just believe I'm the greatest. I work hard and that gives me belief. So that's how usually how I balance it, man. I don't like to say I'm even overconfident, confident. Shit, some people may say I'm underconfident because I doubt myself every day, but that doubt is what makes me great.
So, just a question I'm wondering, what's the meaning behind taco? Is it your favorite food?
Hell yeah, taco's my favorite food, bro. Uh, shit, just taco really, man, is an encompass of a lot of things, bro. But I like to attribute to my style. You know, my style is like the taco. You put anything in a taco, bro, and just like that, my style can be anything when it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? If I need to wrestle you and elbow you and knee you, I will. If I need to jujitsu you with boxing, I will. My style will go anywhere, however, to beat anybody.
Is there any fighters you're looking to match up against after this victory?
Shoot, man. I would like Jim Miller would be a great one. Jim Miller because that's a legacy fight. That's just some that to fight a legend like that, bro, means everything. Sadikov would be a crazy one just because he's up going. Salki would be a crazy one because he's up there. He's another young prospect in my era. You know what I mean? Nolan would be a good. Tom Nolan's a great one. Yeah, bro. I do have my list of fighters that I would like to fight. Chris Duncan's a great one. Yeah, that's a great one. Rebecca's a great one. The guy from Poland, yeah, him. He'd be a great one. I have a lot of names, man. To be honest, I want all the smoke, brother. I need people to. I need the way I like to say it, the wider my net, the more people I can get to sign a contract, and the more fights I have. So I'm opening my net to everybody.
What do you have to say for those young prospects grinding right now to get in the UFC, going through those trials and tribulations that we discussed in the past?
Everyone can work hard, but not everyone can work smart. Be smart, boys. Don't let anyone convince you to tear your body into shreds to get to the top. You don't have to rip your body into shreds. Yes, you hear that is my training regimen. I said earlier, but all those sessions aren't super hard, body breaking, bone destroying sessions. Some of them is just I need to drill for 2 hours. I need to drill, then hear lecture. Like I'll ask my coach questions. And most people don't like to hear their coaches talk too long. Bro, talk as much as you need until I get what I need to get. And if I need to drill, stop, break it, do it again, stop, break, do it again, I will. So don't just heed hard work. Smart work, smart work, smart work. How can I be smart and balance those two out? Because if you once you find the balance, which I believe I have found the balance in my training, uh, obviously you see the product. You know, some people ask, why aren't you sparring? Where are you going? I'm like, I'm about to just go rest. Like one of my teammates, his name is Chase Lavelle. He's a young guy coming up to a young prospect, really really good. He's a 70-year and his brother's a 85 pounder, really really talented. I'm sure you've seen Chase and Stone Lavelle. They fought for Up Next before, but check them out. They always say he always like, man, how are you beating everybody in UFC and you don't train? That's the joke he always tell me, and I'm like, you think I'm not training, but while you're still asleep, I'm already up training. And by the time you see me, I've already done over 5 hours of training from the moment I woke up to the time I see them, you know? And I'm an older fighter, and I came up more in that, not the I wouldn't say I came up in the Wild West era, but I came in just about the end of that. So like when I started training, I didn't use shin guards. I didn't use headgear. I didn't have a mouthpiece. I didn't even know you were supposed to boil a mouthpiece. And so I got to my first fight, and they told me, not my first fight, it was my seventh pro fight.
Mm.
They told me my mouthpiece had to stay in my mouth, and I was like, "How do you do that?" They're like, "Bro, you're supposed to boil that." And I was like, "My whole career." And if you go look at some of my old fights, you can see me trying to fight as hard as I can to keep the mouthpiece in my mouth because I didn't know it was supposed to be boiled. You know what I'm saying? So I fought, bro. I did everything super primitive, so my body is fucking kicked from those days, you know. But I'm still young. I'm only 30, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's I have to find out like, okay, I'm still young, but I also treated my body like a car wreck every chance I could, kicking those shins, using 4 ounce Walmart gloves to fight each other, no hand wraps, like all that shit. That was me, bro. So yeah, I would tell the guys, please, please, please learn to be smart, guys. Use your brain. If you lose a fight, win or lose, take care of your body post fight, pre fight, recovery, recovery, recovery.
If someone asked, why should I believe in Chris Padilla's journey? What would your answer be?
Because Chris Padilla always gives his heart and soul every time, bro. I have not one single loss on my record that wasn't that me and my opponent didn't go to the hospital or we didn't beat the shit out of each other. So it's either I'm going to beat the shit out of you or you're gonna have to murder me to get me out of there because there's I don't know any other way but to give my heart and soul every time, you know? And that's always gonna be me to the day I can't do this anymore, you know? So yep.
Chris Taco Padilla, I'm going to let you get back to that Vince Staples show. Thank you so much for your time. And Prospectrix highlights to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Have a good one.